What's going on, AFC Northerners and Steelers Nation? It's Gabriel Bellotti here again. So, alright, we're going to talk about the Steelers-Green Bay game tonight. Another squeaker to a team that we all figured we probably should have just flat out beaten, because look at what the Ravens did to them. But upon watching this game, and I'll go back and I'll rewatch parts of the game, that Green Bay defense didn't look too bad tonight. Because, I mean, looking at what our offense was able to do, and that's one of the things that I want to talk about that I'm extremely, extremely happy about that went on tonight, was the offense. The offense in the beginning of this season was extremely lackluster, had a really hard time putting up points, but in the past 3 games, Ben has thrown for, 10 touchdowns now? He had 4 touchdowns last week, 4 touchdowns this week, and 2 against Indianapolis. Antonio Brown, I keep talking about this week after week, constantly keeps showing everybody and the league why he is the best wide receiver in the NFL. And I will say he is the best wide receiver. I don't care what Julio Jones did this week in that game. He's not consistent. The most consistent wide receiver in the game right now, making the biggest plays, making the impossible catches every week, is Antonio Brown. He's the absolute best wide receiver in the game. And it's one of the reasons why the Steelers are so good. And the connection that he has with Ben is amazing. Ben has been phenomenal the last 3 games. Yes, he threw 2 interceptions tonight. I don't put all of those on. I don't put both of those on him. I don't put either of those on him. They happened. But he threw for 4 touchdowns. And he's looking like his old self. He was making good plays. He was running when he needed to. He was getting first downs where he needed to. And he was connecting. I will also give a nice little honorable mention to Martavis Bryant. Martavis Bryant actually stepped up today. That was a nice end zone catch. That was a nice touchdown that Martavis Bryant had today. Do I trust him? No. And there was even a play where Martavis Bryant looked like he had another sure go-ahead touchdown. Ben didn't go to him. Instead, Ben ran. Because I don't think Ben fully trusts Bryant all the time. Bryant's got a lot to show, and he's got a lot to prove still. Now, going into what I didn't like, and tonight what I did not like came off of our defense. Big problem with the defense this entire season has been the tackling. And, you know, we've got this. At the beginning of the season, we had a Jekyll and Hyde offense. And now we've got a Jekyll and Hyde defense right now, in this latter half of the season. And it's boggling my mind. And it's been throughout most of the season, actually. Because one week, our pass defense is fantastic. The next week, our run defense is better than our pass defense. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me about what's going on and what the disconnect between the two is. Not sure. But the biggest problem is the tackling. Tackling has just been awful this season, especially towards this latter half. I don't understand it, especially with tonight. Like, we couldn't tackle Williams in the first half of the game. Artie Burns, I'm done. I'm done with Artie Burns. Take him out, put Cam Sutton in. Until Joe Hayden comes back, put Cam Sutton in, because I want to see what he can do. I'm done with Artie Burns. He is the worst tackler we have right now. He's getting burned bad on routes. He got burned tonight. And he completely missed a route. You're trying too much. No. Stay on the outside. Stay on your man. What are you doing? It's not just this week. It's been the past 3 weeks. Artie Burns has been making bad decisions. He's getting burned. I'm done. I'm done. He can't tackle. I don't know what else to say about it, but it's absolutely frustrating. And I'm sitting there watching games now going, no, you suck. You're garbage. I'm tired of it. It makes me excited for Joe Hayden to come back. I can't wait. I'm hoping he comes back next week. I'm not sure how much longer he is out. But other than that, another big problem was we had trouble. We had 3 sacks tonight, and I'm glad we had 3 sacks on Brett Hundley. But we couldn't force any turnovers tonight. I'm not really quite and that goes into this whole Jekyll and Hyde defense that we have now. We show up one game, 2, 3 interceptions, and I'm not quite sure. The beginning of the season, Pittsburgh was doing phenomenally, getting 3, 4 turnovers per game, 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles, or whatever the ratio was in certain games. But the defense was having such a cohesive unit. And now, for some reason, there seems to be, like I was saying earlier, a disconnect, and I'm not really sure what it is. But I could keep going on and on, but I'm gonna stop it there. I'll talk more about this on Wednesday. We're gonna be at Rocco's this week. I still have not gotten my shirt from Superfan Style yet. I'm waiting for it. I don't want to reveal it still to you. I'm hoping to have it by this week so I can have it for the show on Wednesday. We'll see. But I will sign off as I always do, as peace, see you later, and fuck the Patriots, fuck the Ravens, fuck the Browns, and fuck the Bengals, because we're still number 1 in the division. Peace.